Hello, future millionaire. What a wonderful evening. I just received the news that one of the largest lending platforms, Salesforce Network, has collapsed. Okay, normally I don't comment on those things, but this is such a good news for me, so I decided to make an extra video for tonight. Why is this a good news for me? And let me give you a detailed explanation. So sit with me, go through the next 15-20 minutes. We go to the banking history, and then I want you to understand what happened to the Salesforce network is the same thing that happened to thousands of financial institutions before them, and probably even more after them. Okay, here we go. First of all, you have to understand fractional banking. A lot of banking institutions have fractional banking system, which means they are doing lending and they are doing staking the traditional way. But in the modern way, they just use the digital platform to do exactly the same thing. However, that doesn't change anything about the lending ratios, reserve ratios, and all that issues. Here's the problem with all fractional lending system. If you have a bank run, that's what we're having right now, a bank run. When we have a bank run, there's not enough deposit available to be withdrawn. When that happens, regardless how reputable you are, how big your institution is, if you cannot create those cryptos that they've been lent out of thin air to pay back your pay back your customers, then the bank run will multiply itself until you completely grind to a halt. That is what happened to the Celsius network. And the same thing will happen to many, many other networks. Here's the thing. The reason why they collapse is not because extreme market condition. No, that's nonsense. The true reason why those market collapse, for lending platform collapse, pay close attention, not the cryptocurrency itself collapse, is the lending platform collapsing. The difference here is that those currencies they borrowed and then lend out are not printable. The Bitcoin they borrowed and lend out at interest rate cannot be printed. Those Ethereum they did the same thing with cannot be printed. Just like gold in the past couldn't be created out of thin air. Whenever the old fashioned banks had a bank run, they don't have enough gold on their hand, they cannot exchange the money, the paper money, for actual physical gold. Then they create a bank run through word of mouth. Then every customer wants his own gold back, redeem the paper, then the bank collapses because it couldn't create the gold out of thin air. Now the same thing is happening with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and a few other currencies. Now here's the thing. In the short term, yes, it has a negative effect on all these coins. However, in the long term, this basically creates a undilutable gold standard in a digital form. And this is all part of the system. Now, here's what you have to do. If there's one thing you want to take away from this video, is this: withdraw your coins from any lending platforms. I'm not talking from Celsius itself, from every single lending platform. Because right now, you have a multiplier effect. We already had the Luna collapsing, now Celsius is going down, and then I promise you, every other lending platform is going to be in trouble very, very soon. It's just a matter of time because number one, they're unregulated. Number two, you have no idea what they're doing with the crypto that they have in their own holding. So anything is just first comes, first served basis. Once enough people wants to redeem, you don't want to be the last person trying to redeem your coins from those platforms because you definitely won't get anything. So this is the best you can do right now. This is not even a panic move. This is just a logical, very, very conservative move. Take all your money out of your lending platform, store your crypto yourself. Remember the old saying, not your key, not your coin. Not your key, not your coin. You don't have the key to your coin, you don't have coins. If you want to earn extra interest on the coins, then you're taking a risk of losing them all. This should be obvious to you from day one. I don't even care about how many interest rate, what's the percentage, 5%, 10%, 20, 15, 30, 40, whatever numbers. That percentage is meaningless. That percentage only changes the speed at which the platform itself collapses. But even at 1%, think about this way. If your Bitcoin can generate 1% interest rate, where does that Bitcoin come from that's going to be used to pay you back? Bitcoin itself is highly, highly deflationary, not inflationary. How do you generate those coins to pay you back? So the only way is basically getting more deposits in to pay off all the deposits. That's the only way. unless you control a coin that's highly inflationary. But if you have a highly inflationary coin, then the price can't go up. You see? So either way, we have a bank run right now. We have an unregulated bank run that is spreading by the speed of the lightning, basically Twitter speed. And now within 2-3 hours, the whole world knows about the situation. Right now, every single person in the world that has a staking somewhere is going to panic. He is going to try to withdraw his coin, and that will trigger even more panic. So right now, what you can do is just withdraw your coin as fast as you can, because there will be people getting hurt. What do you want to be? Do you want to be the guy who's left with nothing in your hand, or at least left with some coin in your hand? That's the difference. If you have just an account with a lending platform and that lending platform goes down, you lose everything. But if you withdraw your coin from that lending platform right now, at least you get your coins back, and you can still wait for the coin price to go back up. If you want to wait for both the lending platform and the coin to go back up, that's twice the risk, and most of that is most likely uncalculatable. So therefore, it's incredibly important that you withdraw your coin ASAP. If you're just wishing for this thing to disappear, then you are going to be one of those people, like those customers from thousands of banks from the United States during the Great Depression. They lost everything. If you ever studied Great Depression, you will know what I'm talking about. So United States used to have thousands of small banks, and they all disappeared overnight together at the same time because of the bank runs. And now we have the same situation in the digital world. All the lending platforms are going to fall apart. But don't worry, they will come back in a stronger, better, more robust form. But right now, all the lending platforms are probably at risk, and this is one reason why I have never staked my coin. So because I never stake my coin, and I always lock away my coin for the long term, and my own cost of living is in a completely separate format, in a separate account, separate savings. Therefore, I can still stay at a 6-star hotel without worrying about my cost of living for the next 10, 20 years, basically. And for those people, for those haters who watch my video thinking I'm on the verge of bankruptcy or something like that, just look around yourself. I mean, do I look like somebody who is having trouble? So here is the thing I really want you to understand. This thing, you cannot control the outcome. The only thing you can control is get yourself out of that system. Get yourself out. This is the best advice I can give right now. And this is not even a financial advice. This is sincerely just a prudent advice. Do not stake your coin, ever. That's the best thing you can do. Hold the key. Hold your own key. All right? Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to continue drinking my tea and water. Enjoy the rest of the night in this beautiful hotel. Bye.